Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Cathy Dean, and today I'm going to talk about plugins on your new food blog or any blog you have. I was actually in the middle of recording a video on how to start a food blog, and I kind of got myself hung up because I haven't actually created a brand new website with Bluehost and WordPress in about 3 years. And so when you first launch your site and you're in the WordPress dashboard, there is so much stuff coming at you on the dashboard, and there's unnecessary plugins. And so I was like, before I can even continue with this other tutorial, I need to stop and I need to square away some of this extra clutter in the WordPress dashboard before I can mentally start designing that website. So I stopped that video. I'm starting this one, and it's just going to be a quick rundown, taking a look at plugins when you first launch your site and what you actually need and what you don't need. These are my personal recommendations. These are the plugins that I do and do not use on my own personal food blog. So without further ado, let's jump into it. When you first launch your website from the Bluehost dashboard and you're launching your WordPress dashboard, it's going to look something a little bit like this. I actually already clicked off a few of them. We are going to go straight into this plugin option, the plugin dashboard from the menu. And again, it's going to have a lot of things that it recommends to you. It's going to recommend Opt-in Monster. It's going to recommend Jetpack. And those are things you just don't need. The first thing you actually do need, we're just going to start at the top and work our way down, and then we're going to add some plugins at the end. Akismet Anti-Spam, that is the whole purpose of this plugin, is to really block any spam comments. You're still going to get some that come through, and that's okay. You can manage those as they come through, but it's going to come to you not activated. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to activate Akismet Anti-Spam, and it is going to want you to go through a little bit of a setup process. And so click on set up your Akismet account. You're going to go over here. You do not need to pay for this. I just use the free version, just the personal one. It's spam protection. I don't need all of these other options that the other plans have. So I'm just going to click on Get Personal. That's all you need for your new website. Bluehost. Even though you have Bluehost as your host, you do not need their plugin. It's a waste of space. Deactivate it, delete it, get rid of it. It is not going to mess you up. So I've deactivated it and I'm deleting it. Let me see, Creative Mail by Constant Contact. That is for email marketing. I don't want to use them for email marketing. I am going to delete that. It didn't have the features I want. Sure, we'll hit submit. Close that email and close that and deactivate it. Okay, I'm now going to delete that plugin. Next is Google Analytics for WordPress by Monster Insights. Monster Insights basically connects to Google Analytics and gives you all the information in your dashboard. But you can go straight to Google Analytics. It's totally free. You go to that website. There's no need to have an extra plugin on your site just for easy access to your dashboard, because the more plugins you have, the slower your site's going to be. And so you don't want any unnecessary plugins. Now, I no longer need that plugin, and I'm going to delete that plugin. Hello Dolly. This is on every site for WordPress. This is, I don't know why. Delete it. It serves zero purpose. Jetpack, as you know, you can check analytics, you can check site performance. It is known to slow down websites. I'm going to disconnect and deactivate Jetpack. You do not need it. Yes, I am sure. Disconnect and deactivate. There are other tools to use that are much better. I'm going to delete that. Opt-in Monster, it's a tool to use to help with email signups. I'm not going to use Opt-in Monster. I have other tools I want to use. I'm going to deactivate that and delete it. WP Forms Lite, that is a contact form plugin. I'm going to go ahead and leave it. It's free. And then Yoast SEO. I used to use Yoast when I first started blogging, but I have now switched to a different SEO solution. I'll show you that here in a second. I'm going to deactivate Yoast and delete it. So as you can see, of all the plugins that were preloaded, I'm only actually keeping 2 that they recommended. So now I'm going to go through and tell you other things that I do recommend right out the gate. And the first one is Wordfence security. That's going to help your site not get attacked. And so to add a new plugin, you just go up to the top and click Add New. And then you can search plugins. This one is Wordfence. They have a free version and a paid version. All I've ever used is the free version, and so that is fine. I want the firewall and malware. So I'm going to install that. I'm going to activate it, but you can activate it right from the screen. Makes it super simple. It asks where your Wordfence security alert should go to. Some email not associated directly with your website, just maybe your personal email. I do not want to join their mailing list. Yes, I have read the terms. I'm going to continue. There is going to be some minor setup with Word. And again, this is going to basically just protect your site. I know as a newbie blogger, you're like, who's going to actually come to my site and try to hack my site? You'd be surprised. Yeah, the hackers just send out a lot of bots and they don't care if you are big or small. Oh, I got to choose that I don't want extra emails. Okay, I do not want to upgrade to premium. We're good there. The next one I'm going to install, you need your food blogger. So if you create recipes, you need to be able to have a recipe plugin. And so I like to use Create by Mediavine. Oops, I need to go to Add New. Click on Add New. Create by Mediavine. Again, this is a wonderful recipe card for your recipe bloggers. It's totally free. There's no cost for this. I'm going to activate that. The other thing you're going to want is you're going to want people to be able to share your articles, whether they share it to Pinterest or Facebook or Twitter. So again, I'm a huge Mediavine fan. You'll find this out. I'm like a Mediavine fangirl, and Mediavine has a lot of great products. They're not just an ad service. And so they have a social share plugin called, again, we need to add new. And I'm going to look up Grow by Mediavine. It's called Grow Social. I'm going to install that. And all of these plugins have additional settings. So for example, for Grow, I'll need to go in and actually enter in my account URLs for Facebook and Twitter and Pinterest and all of that. So they're pretty much paint by number on setup. If you're unclear on how to set them up, all of these companies pretty much have their own tutorials on their websites, which is great. Remember, we got rid of Yoast for SEO. I like Rank Math. Rank Math is another one. They have a free plan and they have a paid plan. All of these tools, I will also link my affiliate links in the description box below. If you do decide to go with the pro plans on some of these, if you have the budget to do so, a lot of them do have a lot of great features on their pro plan. So Rank Math SEO, I'm going to install that and activate it. I'm going to skip setup for now. Again, that's for a different video, right? The next thing you want a caching plugin, and this is just going to help with your website speed. I personally use WP Rocket on all my sites, but they are a paid plan. I highly recommend them, but if you don't have the budget for a paid plan, then I do recommend WP Super Cache. That's what I used before I chose to invest into a higher caching plugin. Again, it's just an install and activate. It's already going to have some settings that they kind of start with that you can kind of tweak as you learn more about how to do that stuff. It gets very technical. So those are the main ones that you need to start with. Some other plugins that I use for other things like email marketing, ConvertKit has their own plugin that I use. Because I have ad served on my food blog through Mediavine, I have the Mediavine Control Panel plugin, which you don't need until you're with Mediavine. I do have some things like the Gutenberg post grid block, some additional design capabilities that goes with WordPress's native block builder for page building. A good one once you get into affiliate sales is called Pretty Links. In my other video, like my affiliate link to Bluehost is this long construed thing that I will never remember. Well, in Pretty Links, I can basically set up a redirect, so I can have like thecathydean.com/Bluehost. And it's easy to remember. It's a one-stop shop where I can just plug that in without having to look it back up. And then for some reason, my Bluehost affiliate link changes. I can just change the target URL in Pretty Links, and my Pretty Link stays the same, and it kind of just changes it everywhere. So that is a great tool as well. And there's other things like Optimize as far as compressing your images that you may or may not need up front. Those are the main ones you need to get started for your food blog. Some of the other ones, they just aren't going to be terribly needed starting out. So yeah, so there you have it. These are like your bare bones, get you started plugins. Your Kismet anti-spam, create, which is going to be your recipe plugin. There are other recipe card plugins out there. This is just the one I love and recommend. Like I said, huge Mediavine fan, which goes into the next plugin, Grow. That's your social sharing. The free version allows you to add the social sharing icons. If you pay for the paid version, then you also get access to the social follow icons. Rank Math SEO, that's going to help you optimize your articles for Google search. Wordfence security, that's just going to protect you from hackers. Super Cache is going to help speed up your site. And the WP Forms Lite, that is going to basically it's your contact form that you're going to have on the Contact Me page of your website. So there we go. That's just streamlining the WordPress dashboard before you get into designing. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions on this or about the plugins that I recommended, make sure you comment in the comment section below. Give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. I'm going to have a lot more videos coming out talking about food blogging and social media and YouTube and becoming an influencer. I've been doing this for 3 years. I'm just really excited to share with you guys everything I have learned over the last 3 years. If you click that bell notification off to the side, you'll be notified every time I upload a video. Now that I have all these plugins ready to go, I'm going to go back to my how to start a food blog video and get that one finished now that I can focus on designing, because I have cleaned up my dashboard. All right, guys, I hope you have an amazing day, and I will see you on the next video.